Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Big news for you. It's big news for me. Cat is finally out of the bag. Ethiopian men in key positions are now openly talking about Assab port of Eritrea. This is what Eritrea has been suspecting that ultimately Ethiopia would make a claim to it. Ethiopia made the case for access to sea, which is now turning into claim for Assab. Detail for this video. Secondly, viewers, Somalia, where it seems as if Mogadishu is under threat. Mogadishu airport has been stranded. No flights, all flight operations have been suspended at the airport. What is happening? Before these two news stories, let me announce about today's live chat, tonight's live chat. First live chat of this week after around 19 minutes at 1800 GMT. Uh, I'll be back with live chat. I'll be looking forward to see you with your questions, comments. I'll share a report with you, which is about possibility of Eritrea Ethiopia war. This report has been published by an institute. I'll share the details with you in upcoming live chat after around 90 minutes. Let's start, viewers. So it seems that now Ethiopian case for access to sea is turning into Ethiopian claim to Assab, a port of Eritrea. Though so far Ethiopia has not officially made a claim to Assab port. Assab is in Eritrea. Eritrea-Ethiopia border is internationally recognized. Eritrea is it's an internationally recognized country. Both were under one administration. They split. 1993 was the year when Eritrea turned into an independent country. It seems that Ethiopia is gradually on its way to claim the ownership of Assab port. Over a year ago, when Ethiopian PM Abiy delivered a 45-minute long speech, and he tried to prove that Ethiopia has natural right to get access to sea, did not say a word about Eritrea, about Assab. But back then, if you remember, I said that all his talk was directed at Eritrea. Eritrea remained calm. It made it clear that Ethiopian access to Assab is unacceptable. Ethiopia signed controversial MOU with Somaliland. MOU was opposed by Somalia. Eritrea, Egypt joined Somalia. Ethiopia could not implement the MOU. Ethiopia is in talks with Somalia. Somalia is offering Hobyo port to Ethiopia, which is not a very attractive offer. Ethiopia seems to be turning back to claim Assab port. It's a matter of time, it seems now. Suleiman Dadefo worked as Ethiopian diplomat during Tigray war, if you remember. He was very active in social media. He used to share tweets on regular basis. He served as Ethiopian ambassador in foreign countries. I don't know where he is now, where he is deployed, where he is appointed now, or has been retired. I don't know. But Suleiman made it clear today that there's nothing wrong with Ethiopia reclaiming a support. He said it is in accordance with international law if Ethiopia makes a claim to a support, firstly. Secondly, said that Meles Zenawi never abandoned Ethiopian claim to a support. He has shared a clip of Meles Zenawi too. Third point is very interesting, which perhaps is the substance of his talk. He said that the claim to a support should be put aside by Ethiopia now until there is favorable situation in Eritrea. Until situation in Eritrea is sustainable or favorable. What does it mean? Here, I think he is talking about what Ethiopian plan is. What I have understood reading his uh, tweet about Assab is that Ethiopia, this is what I predicted by the way, that Ethiopia wants uprising in the area where Assab is located in Eritrea. Ethiopia wants affairs of the Red Sea region where Assab is located to rise against Eritrean government. And when Afars manage to organize themselves, arm themselves, and they start an armed resistance movement against Eritrean government, Afars of Eritrea. Then Afars of Ethiopia could join, then Ethiopian military could join, and then Ethiopia can, or Ethiopia should claim a support. This is what he meant, I think. So he's saying that Ethiopian claim to Assab is legal, nothing wrong with that. This issue should be solved. But now Ethiopia should not raise this issue. It should wait for the right time because this is what has been Ethiopian position for decades. Right time. What is the interpretation of right time? It means that Ethiopia would like to create a right time, the right atmosphere in Eritrea, and that will only happen if Isaias Afwerki government is weak, if armed opposition groups manage to weaken Isaias Afwerki government. That is how Ethiopia would be able to weaken Isaias Afwerki government and strengthen its claim to a support. So finally, cat is out of the bag. This is what Eritrea has been suspecting. Eritrea stood with Somalia. Why? Because it knew that in future Ethiopia could make a claim to a support too. That is why today it should stand with Somalia, so that tomorrow Somalia will stand with Eritrea against Ethiopia. It's very simple. Now things are very clear. Regional alignment very clear. If Ethiopia, if Ethiopia reclaims Assab, what will Somalia, what will other countries in the region do? Will they support Ethiopian case or not? That remains to be seen. But now the Ethiopian government's policy about access to sea, about access to Assab is getting clear gradually. Let's see how Eritrea responds. Silent dismissal or condemnation of Ethiopian actions or military mobilization. Let's see. Secondly, about Somalia. What is happening in Somalia? Mogadishu airport without any flights. All international flights have been suspended at Mogadishu International Airport. Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways, Egypt Air, all have suspended flights at Mogadishu Airport. Flight suspension began on Wednesday and today it was fully implemented. Government of Somalia, led by Hassan Sheikh, is trying to play down the gravity of the situation. US Embassy in Somalia issued an alert 2 days ago saying it had received credible information that attacks could be carried out on targets, including Mogadishu International Airport. Before that, we saw that when PM Abiy visited Mogadishu, mortars were fired at the airport. Al-Shabaab is rapidly regaining ground in Middle Shabelle. Mogadishu is in danger. That is why the airport is seeing almost no flight operation now, firstly. Secondly, Hassan Sheikh government is saying that only propaganda is being spread by foreigners and that nothing is happening. Mogadishu is safe. But American embassy in Somalia's report is being taken seriously by international airlines. That is why all flights, international flights, have been suspended at Mogadishu International Airport reportedly. Thanks for watching.